In the previous video, we talked about some of the tips that you should consider before you quit your job. I hope you have watched it, but in case you haven't, please watch it before you watch this one, because today we are going to talk about some of the things to consider when you're ready to start your own business. Let's dive right into it. Welcome back to this platform. My name is Marjorie Nantambi, your personal growth and finance coach. On this platform, we talk about personal growth, finances, how to start these businesses, how to manage our money. But before we get into today's video, we are here at Tinder Nest. Oh yes, if you need to take a day away from work or from home or just a staycation or a night away, pass by Tinder Nest and they'll be here to serve you. In the previous video, we talked about some of the things that you should consider before you quit your job. I hope you've watched that. Have you rethought your decisions? I hope you have. So today we're going to talk about some of the things that you should consider before you start your own business. Now that you've made up your mind to quit and you're ready to start your business, this is what I would tell you. The first thing, you need to find out, what do you want to do? Don't just say, okay, now I'm out there, my friend is doing this, let me also do that. No. Take some time and reflect. Ask yourself, what do I want to do? And it could be in the service business or a product-based business, whatever it is that you choose. You need to make sure that this is something that you really love to do, that you're not getting into the business just because someone said, oh, I'm making a lot of money from this business. So that is the first step. Then the second step, I always tell people, and I usually get very many people maybe fresh from school, fresh from campus, and they're like, oh, now I've graduated, I need to start my job. But I always tell them, and this is our second point, find someone doing the same business you want to start. Why is this important? Because it is important for you to learn from that person. You know, all the mistakes that are associated with business, instead of you taking the long walk, the long journey, getting through the mistakes, falling and raising, it is better for you to find a mentor, someone in the business already. So if it's possible, reach out to them. If it's okay, start working for them. And you could be wondering, but I've just quit my job and you want me to get another job? The trick here is, now you are getting employed or you are volunteering with this person to learn how to run your own business. Okay, so you get the difference, right? So find someone doing the same business. It could be in the service industry, maybe they're into events, decoration. Talk to them. Or maybe they're into photography or videography. Ask them, do you have any gigs over the weekend? I can pass by, I can volunteer, things like that. Go with them to the field. Find out, how are they doing the things? How do they capture these moments? How do they treat their clients and things like that? Even if it's a product-based business, maybe you want to start a hardware. Find someone who has a hardware. Speak to them. Ask them if you can work with them maybe 2 months or 3 months. Find out where they're getting the supplies from. How much are these products? How do they sell to the clients? And things like that. Which systems do they use? How do they keep their books? Because all those are important when it comes to business. Business is not just you opening your shop and you're like, now I have a business. No, there is a lot that comes with owning or starting a business. And it is important for you to learn all these things before you venture into your own business. So you need to find out, how are they doing the marketing? How are they bookkeeping? How are they getting the procurement or the supplies or the things that they are buying and things like that? How is their customer care? And all those things are part and parcel of a business. So you need to find out exactly what you need before you start your own business. And then the next is, you need to network as much as possible. In the business area, we need each other. Don't say, oh, now I'm tired of people, I need to start my own business and be myself. You need people. And it's even worse when you have a business, because now you need as many clients as possible. Unless you're starting maybe an NGO and you're going to be giving out things for free, maybe that is fine. But if not, you need to network as much as possible. So you need to use this time when you're working with this person or working for this person and find out who are the key people in my industry. Who are the influencers in my industry? Find out who are the biggest players in my industry and find ways, how do I befriend these people? If you want to get into fashion and design, find someone who is doing really well and ask them, can I volunteer with you? And it's the same thing if you're looking for a job. That's a trick that you could use, because you go apply and they tell you, oh, we have no vacancies. And it applies a lot, especially for those that have just left university. I remember it was the same thing with me. And I've shared here a story before how I was able to volunteer and get a job. I reached out to these people and I applied, and they told me, oh, you know what? At this time, we don't have any open vacancies. So I asked them, is it okay if I come and volunteer? Why? Because I wanted to learn from them. And they're like, oh, you want to volunteer? That's okay. Come. So when I went, I was definitely at my A game. I was learning as much as possible, doing my best. And guess what? In 2 weeks, I was hired. Remember, there were the same people that were saying no opportunities, right? But when you are good, no one wants to lose a good employee. So you'll be able to get a job like that. But back to business, how does that help you? Now you're learning all these skills, the business skills that they don't teach you in school. Even when you did a business course, when you start your business, sweetheart, trust me, these are skills and tips that they never teach you in school. So with business, you need to be in the business to learn how do you run that. And after that, you need to get to the next level of learning how to work on the business, not necessarily in the business. And that is where the systems come to play. Remember, when it comes to business or when it comes to making money, we have 4 quadrants. We have the E, that is the employee. And if you're leaving or you're quitting your job and you don't want to be an employee, that means you're starting your own business. And that is you being self-employed, because when you start, you're doing everything. You're working in the business, you're the marketing person, you're the cashier, you're doing everything. And you know that when it comes to business, there are 3 main people involved. Yeah, we have the manager, we have the vision bearer, that's the entrepreneur, and then you have the technician. So you find that you're all 3 people. You're the manager, you're the boss, you're the technician, you're the one doing all the work here and there. So when you're employed for someone and you want to start your own business, you learn which systems do they put in place, which processes do they put in place, that I can be away, maybe on a vacation with my family, because I know that very many people quit their jobs because they want time with their families. So trust me, if you start this business and you don't have systems in place, you'll never ever see your family again. Why? Because you'll be at your work all the time. You'll be at your business all the time. And that's why people say, oh my God, my new business is so demanding. Why? Because you've not put up those systems and those processes. So before you start your own business, go find someone doing the same thing. Ask them, what systems do you have in place? What processes do you use? And things like that. How come you can be away on a vacation and your business is moving on smoothly? So get all those questions before you start your own business. And then the last tip is, after you've got all this information, go launch out. Why? Because most times you get all this information, you read books, you attend seminars, you get all the information, but then procrastination comes to play. I'll start next year, I'll start the other year, I'll start today. Start where you are. You don't need to be perfect. You can learn on the journey, get the tips, get some of the things to that you can start with, and then launch out. And I wish you all the best on your journey of business. So don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button, because in the next video, you're going to be sharing some of the side hustles that you can do as a business person or as a self-employed person. Don't forget to share this video with a friend, because maybe they want to start their businesses too. Leave that comment. How are you coping? How are you starting the business? Which tips are helping you? Or where are you finding the challenge? We shall be here to respond. But don't forget as well to check us out on Instagram, Marjorie Nantambi. We share very many tips there as well. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.